All right, welcome back. We continue talking about the Penguins, who had 9 days off. They're clinging on to the second wild card, but they have a lot of issues to deal with, and they have a trade deadline that's coming up on March the 3rd. So, Will Graves, you were up there all day. Ron Hextall spoke, and he pretty much said, I like my team when they're playing well, but when they're not playing well, I don't like my team. I didn't understand.
Revelatory, let me tell you, right?
He did say this is the exact opposite of what we've seen from Jim Rutherford. I mean, a guy who was more than willing to do stuff, even more so than you thought, and now you get a guy who doesn't seem to want to do much.
Well,
what can he do here? Especially when he said, I'm going to take the #1 pick, and I'm not trading it this year.
I mean, I think, you know, how the Penguins look in 2028 should not be Ron Hextall's worry. You know, and I understand, and our buddy Rob Rossi asked him today, what's your mandate? Is it to win now and also still build for the future? And he kind of sidestepped the question. He needs to win now. They don't have a lot of assets that are playing well. You know, Jeff Carter, they're not getting calls about Jeff Carter. They're not getting calls about Kapanen. One of the things that they have that's traded, maybe they get calls on Marcus Pettersson, but if he's playing well, why would you get rid of one of your better players? That's basically the only incentive they have to kind of dangle in front of people. So, yeah, and the problem is when they made those decisions over the summer to bring all those guys back, it was to win in 2023, not in 2026 or 27 when those guys are 117 years old.
But those guys aren't the problem. The ones they brought back, Crosby, Malkin, and Letang have played well when they're in there.
But the point is that by bringing them back,
you couldn't do anything
to win now. The idea of, and maybe it's just gamesmanship as we were just talking about, but the idea of taking the #1 pick off the table is ridiculous. They're here to win now. That's their mandate, their clear mandate, and that's the way they've acted. Look in the NBA. The Lakers, they were in the Kyrie Irving sweepstakes. They didn't win them. The only reason they exist is to win now with LeBron and AD.
Right.
Dallas Mavericks, they need to win while Luka Doncic is a great player. He's young, but they brought in Irvin. They traded first-round picks left and right.
In the year
Who cares
2029?
about next year's first-round pick?
There's no way they can do anything without the first-round pick in play, right? Pardon the double negative, but I mean, you have to send money out. The incentive to send money out on a player who is underperforming, i.e. Jeff Carter, Kasperi Kapanen, you have to couple them with the first-round pick. If you're going to take the first-round pick off the table, you're not doing anything.
Is he doing that just for gamesmanship? Just to let people
I would hope so.
You can't live in two worlds. You can't. You can't be. And this was his very strange sort of. He thought, I think, Hextall did. By the way, what does Brian Burke do? Anybody know?
He messes with his time mostly.
3 guesses with his time. I don't know.
Advises.
But they were going to try to sort of keep the future in mind and play for the present. Can't do it.
You can't play for the present when you're on the cut line for the playoffs. The mandate is to win a championship, and we're talking about getting into the playoffs.
But the guys in their 30s.
But part of the problem this team has that the team in 2016 and 17 didn't have is there isn't any help on the way coming up from Wilkes-Barre. There are no Jake Gensels.
Right.
There are no Brian Russ.
True.
Tom
I mean,
Kuhn,
that is
Connor
a big
Sherry,
problem. And I mean, to me, if you zoom out, they are not any closer to being. You see Boston play. You see the Maple Leafs play. You see Tampa play. They are not as. I don't even think getting one guy in on a trade is going to involve them in the top 4.
So you think they should break them up?
I think but it's too late. It doesn't matter.
Not too late.
You start, but if you want to break,
all these guys got no trade clauses.
You want to start breaking up the team? You trade Gensel, Rust, Pettersson, Raquel. I don't know about Petrie's no movement. You trade Zucker, you trade Jari.
Yeah, these guys all have $5 and $6 million salaries. Like what are you going to get?
You don't think Gensel or Rust would be attractive to another team?
Gensel has had, minus the empty nets, not that great a year.
It's not a terrible strategy.
You get your captain to sign off on that. There's no chance.
No,
so we can talk about
no. I'm saying win now. You're saying break it up. And then you're saying that there's no way to break it up.
Correct.
There is. Start trading guys.
Not in a way that isn't financial suicide and job suicide for the people that would make those trades.
They could do it in a one-year retool, but they're not going to get the buy-in from 87, 71, and 58.
Right. I'm talking people aren't going to go to the games.
All right, so which side are you on? Break them up or don't?
Well, my point is, I thought last summer they should have broke it up. They didn't, and now they're in this spot. So, it doesn't matter.
But they also made some other critical. Real quick, let's talk about these, because if you look at Evan Rodriguez, he's doing pretty well with Colorado right now. They chose not to get him. Brandon Tanev was someone they could have kept. They didn't. Wasn't it Jeff Carter versus him in the expansion draft?
Jared McCann as well.
Jared McCann.
Those
and
are
their
moves.
bottom 6 is a whole bunch of mess.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
that's where they've whiffed.
Right.
All of it should be criticized, can be criticized.
I don't think Hextall has bathed himself in glory here so far, but I think differently than a lot of people about the Penguins. I think if you ask Sullivan and a lot of people before the season, and you told them your two highest paid defensemen, Letang, Petrie, will miss 33 games combined, and your goalie will miss about 10 starts, but you'll still be in playoff position going into the All-Star break, I think he would have signed up for that, and so would have I.
I got 1 minute. I want to ask about backup goaltender, or is another goaltender coming in real quick. Do you think they need help there, Will? If Tristan Jarry's healthy, fine, but
I think
we don't know that he will be.
I think the play in front of, if Casey's in there, it needs to be better. It's the play in front of him that's the problem, not so much Casey DeSmith.
Why does Jarry have such a better record and all better numbers?
I think well, Jarry's a better goaltender, okay? But I mean, I also think that the Penguins tend to, and it's weird because it used to be the opposite. I think they get sloppy when Casey's
They were in that San Jose game. It's all it was, sloppiness. Real quick.
It's a slight concern for me, but it's down the list. I would much rather see the defense and bottom six rectified.
They're 16-5 with Jarry. That's the other thing that's happening here. They're actually a really good team when their goalie plays. As
yeah, but he's played in what, 21 out of 50 games, 49
what are you
games?
Do, man? You got to have a healthy goalie. That's what ruined them the last 2 years.
Can
in the
they
playoffs,
take the chance is the question, and do they wait and just say he'll be healthy? And if he isn't, then what? Then you're going to go back to broccoli and spicy pork.
Louis Domingue, let's go, baby.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about whether or not you trade number 1, number 2 picks for a coach. That's next.